double Jav, one sword. Maybe while we're waiting, you can go on and check everyone's profile. Who's playing, show those players if it works. Why does it tries to send a PM? Oh, because I'm a retard, okay. Should have done it before every game. Well, at the beginning of every match to showcase who's playing. Well, people see who's playing, but more of it, like, kind of. Don't worry, he's from an online server. And that's on the Russian server. 7 battles, OP. Just to get those 2 studers. There you go, you are not being cast by bad players, Kappa. There's a bad player. Only 562 battles. 1% tier 8 battles. In terms of picks, Arcleon, you were there, by the way?
Yep.
Good. So, in the meantime, Dexterous have picked triple Miltiades Spearmen. Cure has picked triple Miltiades Slingers. The new meta, since they got a charge. Apparently people value break ranks plus charge. That gives you a lot of mobility and ability to dodge both incoming volleys and charges, more than more than Kenanis Rapid Advance and Hunt. I mean, Hunt is very useful ability.
Let's also not forget that break ranks gives you loose formation, reducing the damage you're going to be receiving from skirmishers.
That is definitely very useful. It wasn't useful, very useful before.
SUNTZU looks like he's going with my build as well. We actually developed this one together. We were experimenting quite a bit with Caesar. He's the only other Caesar main that I can think at top of my head from the old days, at least. And we came up with this one together, not as a defensive option, but more of an offensive option, which I hope we'll be able to see in this game. Looking at the other players, Pelosgos goes with his classic triple archers, Antimos with his also classic triple spear Miltiades, Tiberius, as always, he plays nothing but Leonidas. I know him and I make fun of him a lot because he gets countered by Caesar. He hates me for that. On the other side, we have got the, as mentioned before, triple spears, Sin 1984s, 1 cav, 2 infantry. That's a very interesting build, to be honest, and I like it with the scouting ability and all. That's good. Pardonon with his what was his name? Arminius light cavalry. Good stuff. Looks like a very balanced team. Morhun, I want to see what he goes. I don't know if he goes, oh, we've got 2 javelins. We're gonna see a lot of kiting. Pella and SUNTZU are in trouble. Are in big trouble.
Wait, what? Am I not saying something?
What?
Where do you see javelins? Apart from SUNTZU. Hell SUNTZU.
Well, Hell SUNTZU, he is in trouble, and Pelasgos is in trouble. Because the Cure and Morhorn have picked 3 slingers.
Oh, so I don't see Morphin picked, what? Ah, UI bugs.
Ramadan, he's going with 1 light artillery, 2 infantry. He hasn't selected ready yet, so I don't know.
Oh, system failed to my message. What? I'm like disconnected. Custom battle error. Player not in game. Okay. But I am. So, can I leave? I need a good micro for it. God damn it, CA, fix your game. Ah. Okay. Just gonna... Just tell them that I have a bug.
Yep, I will.
Oh, they're apparently messaging me like, hey dude, you're not in game. Where are you at? Well, for me it looked like I am in the game. I was like, what is he talking about? Like, what javelins? What troubles? Like, the game is bagged. Okay. That will be an oopsie. So now just need to wait for my arena to launch again.
Oh, we are waiting.
I am waiting as well for my arena to launch. Here it comes. Okay. Here I come. Hello. At least teams are already ready. That's good. And the order of people in the lobby also shuffled. That's interesting. So well, got to update the overlay. Proper one. Viewers are probably disappointed. Okay, it's the grand final. The first battle between SUNTZU, aka Yola Midrash, and Sons of Zeus, aka Cataphrag Mode.
Who also have SUNTZU in their team.
Yeah, that is going to be confusing. So, SUNTZU just got wrecked. Oh, which one?
By SUNTZU! By what SUNTZU? This is gonna be good. And as always, Pelasgos is having us wait.
Oh yeah.
Finally.
Oh, this is exciting. Yeah, there are like 8 SUNTZU players on the left side. Please fix. Wait, where do I hide on this map? I think I know, but just to be sure, where do I hide?
Okay, now I see it.
Okay, now I know as well.
Capture the enemy base or kill all enemy forces.
So I hide over here. Okay, slingers, double slingers in the middle from the size of SUNTZU, securing that first butt already. Or not really, because 100% missile block. Why not?
Yep.
Oh, first blood! Pelasgos crossing with his arches.
First
I
shot.
don't say Artemis.
Tiberius has just got shot for 20% of his health from the slingers.
Yep, turning his back. Not really a good decision.
Not a good idea. I was expecting more from him. But
Yeah, we have
they
no
still
light
that
artillery on side of
artillery.
SUNTZU.
Yeah, they do have that light artillery that does quite a bit of damage, but having only one made them only do 5% of their health.
Yeah, but SUNTZU doesn't see that light artillery. They're pinging heavily, I think, right now.
Yep.
Well, there definitely are ways to work around it.
You
just
know,
need
I
to
feel
apply
like I feel like the Sons of Zeus team is trying to play some mind games with that one light artillery to bring them in. You see, because I can't see any other reason to just bring
Yeah,
one.
but at the same time, Zeus is pushing heavily, so SUNTZU can just kite. And why they are not shooting Pelasgos arches, that's a big question. There we go, finally. Bam! Nuked. Nuked again. Beautiful
Nuked.
shots from Morhun.
Heavy nuked. Oh, but he's firing back.
Yep, Morhun uses a charge to dodge most of it, but still gets wrecked.
What kind of range is that? Jesus.
That's tier 10 Parash plus strain.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, SUNTZU is still kiting.
Oh, look at
there's
this.
cavalry behind Pardonum.
Oh
He
my
found light
God,
artillery.
SUNTZU is luring Pelasgos into their other slingers. Now they have to fight against 6 slingers. Beautiful. Yep.
Yeah, Pardonum is holding that light artillery in place, but light artillery can still shoot. Jojo is not being shot at, charging away to free himself from the slow, trying to run away. SUNTZU team is still kiting. Jojo will prevent Morgoth and Antimus from catching Morhun's
And Hell
slingers.
SUNTZU is coming in. Is coming in to shoot. He received a volley in the face. Oh, one
It is a
dodge.
Morgoth versus Dexterous fight right now. Spears versus Spears. Kind of equal. Slight advantage Morgoth, but he may get routed. There we go, he got routed.
Yep.
Now some return damage can be made, but SUNTZU, Hell SUNTZU is there to capitalize with javelins, and there is no one to punish him for it. Morhun has range on him. Far again. But yep, not much damage has been dealt.
Oh, yep.
They are quite tanky.
Yep, Pelasgos is shooting into those slingers. A wonderful move. The slingers are firing, but
They're close the tall grass. If they hide in tall grass, they can no longer be shot at by Pelasgos. There's no watchtower round to be had.
And Pelasgos knows slingers can only shoot with like a direct angle. As such, he's hiding behind that building. Very nice utilization of the landscape. And we have a cap going on, a very strong cap.
Yeah, Pardonum and Sin are roaming around trying to find some opening into Pelasgos. And, well, not much else is there, just Pelasgos being protected by a shit ton of spears. SUNTZU needs to decap. They definitely have good positions to do so, but those 100% missile block units are not making it easy for them, which means they have to get in and start fighting. And that one Antimus unit is holding 5 units now in place and has full morale. This Leonidas buffed by, well, no longer. So if it routes, it dies very, very quickly. They found some decap points as well.
Yep.
Those slingers are fighting some shots into Pelasgos now as he's trying to go away out of this rock.
Rav Rage hits Magenta in the back with his Folksman, and now they're allying though.
SUNTZU got wrecked as well. Hell SUNTZU got wrecked
I am
by
seeing
slinger focus fire. Yeah, but they still need to pull back. The sheer amount of melee units, the Miltiades are coming in.
But guess what? His job, he doesn't need to do anything. His job is not to do damage, but to spread those buffs. Sure, he is getting shot at, but he is doing his job. He's there to give buffs.
The problem is they need to decap. Pardonum is coming in. He'll find a charge into the back of Tiberius. Oh, that's 60% of his health gone. Nuke damage, though he's buffed by Hold the Line, so he won't rout. Pardonum just pulls through him and stops Hell SUNTZU. Pardonum is there to decap. They can decap at any time, so that's not a problem. Rav Rage tried to find an opening into Tiberius' pikes,
Looks
but
like
to no success. If those were Vercingetorix, they could just set fire to him, and that would be bye pikes. It's still very, very even on both sides.
Okay, Rage looks like he's defending with his Arminius over here against the Milty-80s.
Oh crap, Hell Magenta is now open, in the open, finding a charge into Morhun's slingers. He's about to charge in.
Archers
Morhun is in
got
trouble.
shot pretty badly. Those slingers need to go down. Sons of Zeus need to do something against those slingers somehow.
Well, yeah, they are trying, definitely. Though Jojo will now catch Magenta's cavalry once he enables Phalanx their gun. The problem is, first, the cap.
Through.
And
they are pulling through. Yep, they need to decap. They're at 60%, 70%.
The problem is that slingers are not very good damage dealers against heavy infantry. So they can survive, but will they be able to deal enough damage to pull it off? SUNTZU has very slight HP advantage, but they need to go into unfavorable positions.
Very long, and Magenta charges.
Exactly, because of this cap, Parthenon needs to find another charge and decap something.
Yep, but Dexteros, he is coming in and hitting that Magenta cavalry in the back.
They found some decap. Tiberius Maximus Pikes got decapped. I think the Brahmadan unit in the middle got decapped as well. Pelasgos is about to get charged. That's some decap as well. Now they need to decap this Tiberius Pikes. Charging behind. Not really. But he isn't Pike Phalanx, so it won't disable the Phalanx. Now, did he disable? No, that's just a weird animation.
Okay, yeah, they're just trying to decap before they die.
They got the decap though, they still have slight HP advantage, it's very slight.
Ooh, SUNTZU has just killed the Hell SUNTZU's, see, I told you it was gonna get
SUNTZU?
His infantry! The infantry is dead!
Morhun slingers are also being killed by Antimus now, though those slingers are pretty much dead anyway. There's one
indeed. So
health
will
unit.
they be able to cap or not? Oh, the Cure still has got those slingers, and he's shooting at the archers. Archers are almost dead.
Yeah, but that's the only unit that he can pretty much shoot at. Everyone else can just, well, not care about it. There's Sula infantry, so it can go into the Studo, so it can be decapped.
Right now, that's the breaking point. They must prioritize what they are, who is going to attack who. That is what's going to declare victory for here. So Cure needs to take out Anthimos right here while still decapping. I don't know what
they need to find an opening to the spikes. Will they find it? Nope. Not on this level. They need to decap, it's very close. There we go, find a decap. Yeah, Rage had to sacrifice himself to force Tiberius into Pike Phalanx so that they can decap.
Did you see Parthenom's charge in the back of Tiberius? That was a very good one. Before he could put down those spikes, and boom.
Oh yeah, Sin is now in melee. Tiberius in Phalanx though. Also walking on cow troops, but Sin won't be able to hold against Pikes. Not when they're facing the correct way.
See, this is what I'm not understanding. They are shooting Tiberius. Tiberius is not a threat to them right now, but Anthimos over here is a huge threat to them.
That's one unit. They need to take care of it. Dexterous and Anthimos are charging. Will Anthimos get Morhun? No. Now Rage and Dexterous are on him. He cannot run away anymore. So he'll get probably cut down. Judges approaching as well. Cure decapping Pelasgos. Yeah, but the only thing that Zeus has left is very few archers that are not able to do anything. And SUNTZU has still a lot of slingers, especially Cure.
Wait, did the
and they have the health advantage. If they can just decapping, if they can keep capping for 6 minutes, and they definitely can, they are going to win this battle.
That is true, yep. With the Anthimos gone, that was their last resort against those slingers. The slinger advantage has won them the game. The range advantage has won them the game. They have kited them very well. They have made some mistakes, but that range advantage, you cannot top that. I also would like to give credit to Dexteros for protecting his slingers.
Now Rage again, just Brahmadan and Foxmen are very good counter to Sula infantry. They're pulling back after using Harmstring. And that's Harmstring plus stab movement debuffs.
Yep.
The cap is still going quite strong. They need to decap something. It's probably that Tiberius Spike unit that's holding most of it. They just need to go around. Morhun is finding his one slingers. If he just goes a little bit around, he can decap it reliably. But no need to. They already decapped. They find on one bullet to hit him.
Yep.
But Asgos is still alive, but very barely. Holy crap, that was Oh, so intense. And it's 10 minutes long already.
That was intense, man. That was intense. That was intense. But Ramadan does not have the offensive capability to turn that around. And Tiberius is just defending.
Yeah, Dexterous will find him, charge to him, or not. Just baiting him. He's in pike phalanx, so he now can be shot.
You know, I think the crux of the problem is Sons of Zeus got baited into cap.
And we just got perfect example of how to deal with pikemen. They're in Find the Shade, you shoot him, you approach, okay, pike phalanx, okay, shoot him again, decap him.
Yep.
Oh, he's in Find the Shade again, charge him, and he's dead.
Yep.
That requires a lot of micro. And it's very it's very easy to pull off on the side of pikes, so I don't know if the trade is here, but at least it is there. Then it can no longer be in both phalanx and raise shields, so that's good at least. And that's the last unit of Tiberius going down. Ramadan is routed, and it's 1-0 to Sun Tzu at this point. There we go, both units routed. GG.
Yep, exactly.
Let's look at the score. Oh yeah, people have predicted 6k defense points right now when battle just started.
Holy shit! Look at Tiberius 12k point.
Well, you can get all the points you want, but you lost the battle.
Exactly. I mean, Leonidas always gets very high points because, you know, his defense, his support, and also
morale buffs.
Offense. Yep. So that can score him a lot. He's very easy to grind that way if you know what you're doing. But that was a wonderful play on the Sun Tzu side. That was just great strategy. They just baited them in. They reeled them in, hook, line, and sinker. The Sons of Zeus, they have fought back very well, but they could not decide on a strategy. They first, okay, let's attack. Tiberius was like, no man, I'm gonna cap. And the rest of the team is just attacking without Tiberius. Tiberius I don't think he could have turned things around, but he could have made things harder. At the very least.
I mean, for example, going back to the points point, if a unit has 99% missile block and you shoot that unit gets a lot of points, but you are doing damage while the enemy deals no damage. So people are like, oh, why you're shooting? I'm shooting because I'm dealing damage.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Mildex in Magic the Gathering. I don't know how much you're familiar with it, but you know, there are like some cards that take away from your opponent's deck, but they have no influence on the battlefield. As such, unless you're going full for that strategy, it is not going to work. It will look like you're eliminating a lot of cards, but you're not exactly making a change on the battlefield.
Yeah, Sun Tzu team also wants some of these points. I bet they are going to farm those cap points. Gotta increase that 0 XP from custom battle.
I know, man.
Yeah, but they just want to see that victory screen.
Haha. Yeah, I left already, I'm afraid.
We have their base!
Go MVP. Cure, definitely deserved, and Tiberius Brutus Maximus, very useful for his team with this cap. That cap got so close so many times,
yes, but it did, but I feel like it was all under control of the
definitely. Like
team.
there was cavalry around, those things around that could decap at any given point.
I also would like to point out Pelasgos performed very well. He knew they were being outmatched in terms of range, so he was hiding behind that building the whole time. Yeah. I mean, dodging, hiding.
And that tier 10 Kinana with plus 10% range definitely is a game changer.
Oh yeah, a huge game changer. I mean, that range was out of this world.
Okay, now Sons of Zeus host.
I mean, I'm pretty sure those arrows landed in a different postal code. I mean, what's this? Archers or ICBM?
Various cap, didn't see that coming, Kappa.